Chapter 1, Act 2. First thing we're going to be getting is the hand-carved riftworm flute. First thing you want to do as soon as you control the character is turn right and go down the stairs and go to the first open door, and it'll be sitting there on the table for you. From where you just picked up the last collectibles, all you gotta do is turn around and look, and there will be the first Jack's component for the chapter, sitting right behind you. As you come down the main pathway, you're gonna look for this little balcony restaurant thingy. Look for this glowing little sign as your landmark, and all you're gonna do is walk up the steps, walk around the corner up here, and hook a right to this little bookshelf, and there you go. You got another Jack component. On the exact opposite side from where you just picked up the last collectible, the steps, you can see right over there, you're going to walk right up them and over here towards this little fish market area, down these steps, and laying on the floor here will be another Jack component piece for you to collect. Continuing down along the main pathway, you're going to look for that little steam generator dynamo thingy, and you're going to see this little foundry pile of scrap kind of thing right here, and sitting on it is a license plate for you to collect. The next one is the Lost Gear helmet, and for the landmark for this one, all you're looking for is the big bone horn looking thing that's painted with the stuff on it, and it's sitting over here in this corner, just painted, waiting for you. Go ahead and pick it up, and you got your next collectible.
Okay.
Right after this idiot breaks this steam dynamo thing, and he has this little bit of thing where you need to make Jack delay it, you hook a right to the right next to it, and there's this little solo room, and sitting right there on the shelf by all these cans is another Jack collectible component piece. Directly behind the steam dynamo that you had Jack turn off, you continue walking down the street next to this big concrete block where the kid points at you, and there is a wooden lancer for you to pick up as your next collectible. Down the road shortly to your left where you picked up the wooden lancer is this little corner shop store that's going to have two collectibles in it. It's going to have the Battlin' Ants comic and the wolf and this little component piece for Jack. And if you turn left from that component, you'll go over and you'll pick up the Howlin' Wolf thingy mabobber collectible. As soon as you walk through this next little section, this one's impossible to miss. You're going to walk through this little gate, and there's going to be a poster hanging out on the wall by those two engineering bitches. And it's going to have the Village Rules collectible right there for you. Jack's next collectible is down the steps from where you just picked up that poster. Go down the steps, turn right, and then hook left into this little solo room, and it's sitting right there on the floor waiting for you. From where you just had your little, dream or whatever you want to call it, Kate's headaches, you're going to hook left over here into this solo building with all the lights on the wall. Keep walking, and then in the far back corner, you're going to find a Jack component piece for you to pick up. From where you just picked up the last thing, you're going to head out of the doorway and head right over to this building that's orange and white. And on the center of the table is going to be another collectible you should pick up, the Note to the Chief.
Looks that way.
Makes sense, but that's a lot of drilling.
You're going to cross down some steps into this big orange steam dynamo-y kind of area, and there's going to be a little shack, or a little shed, whatever you want to call it. And you hook a right behind it, and there's going to be another component for you to pick up for Jack, right on the ground. At the very end of the path, where you have to go see the village elder, who turns out to be Oscar, there is a collectible sitting over to the right on this stack of crates for you to pick up. Right after you get done fighting all the grubs and stuff, and you're about to pick up Jack's upgrade, and go through that door right there, hook a left to go into this back room back here, and grab the component that is sitting back here by itself. Right before you shock this little thing right here with Jack's shock trap, you're going to want to turn around and head towards this armory. Go behind the door. Nope, not that way. Yep, behind the door, and grab the next Jack component piece on the ground. The next one is you're going to come from that direction over there, and you're going to look for the big horn bone thingy again. Continue on straight, hook a little bit near it, and go up those set of steps right in front of you, where you're going to have to kick down a big-ass door. And and a couple of grubs are going to be in front of you in a second as soon as you kick down this next door. Mine were dead already for some reason, I don't know why. And you're going to go into a room with some civvies and a silverback, and what you want to do is go to the right of the silverback, and it should be sitting there for you on a table by itself.
But the only one who can drive it got dragged off.
After the cutscene with all the gears standing around together trying to figure out what's going on, you're going to come into this dark room. You're going to want to take a left, go up that ladder, and the component should be sitting for you right there up top. In the same room where you just picked up the last one, you're going to go down the ladder and go to the opposite side and look for this little yellow box where you're going to get your next jack component piece. And to the left of where you just picked up that component piece, over on the desk, is going to be a pair of cog tags. Oscar Diaz's cog tags. Starting Act 2, Chapter 2, we're going to find the Islander's Lost Earring. And these ones are going to be a little more difficult, but I will always show you position on the map where to find them. You're looking for this area right here. You're going to come down from right over there. And you're looking for this big-ass pile of debris. Just walk right up to it, and it's sitting right by this body, the Lost Earring. From where we just picked up the Islander's Earring, you're just going to head up the hill to this next little pile of debris. And you should see, right by this big-ass tire, another component piece for Jack. Your next relic is going to be sitting right here on the map by this shack towards the bottom of the ramp, along with the relic sniper rifle sitting right up there. And we came from that direction where I just showed you. And it's sitting right by this little press. And if you go up those stairs and you look inside of the building, there's a relic sniper rifle in there for you to use too, if you so choose. Your next collectible is actually right by another like side event thingy, and it's going to be in this little train car all by itself. I'll show you on the map right there where it is. And all you're going to do is get off your skiff, hop inside of the train car, head towards the back, and you'll see it sitting right next to this body, the faded photograph. This one is a question mark on the map, so it's super duper easy to find. All you're going to do is open your map up, and the question mark will appear once you go near it. And you're going to need to hop inside of this tunnel here, and I do recommend you have some ammo because you're going to be fighting a pretty big pain-in-the-ass monster. After you kill the carrier, you're going to be in the back of the tunnel, and you're going to come from that direction and kick in this door.
Maybe not such a good idea.
Let's see what's in that train car.
And sitting right there on the ground
This worthwhile.
is going to be the ground lift maintenance note. Right from where you just picked up the last collectible, all you're going to do is turn around.
Well, this
And sitting on the
tone's
ground is another
Let's get
jack
back onto the
component
skiff.
for you to upgrade your jack with. On your way towards New Hope, you're going to stumble upon this little outsider camp right here. I'll show you on the map. Can't miss it. It's almost impossible. And on the ground by this little teapot is going to be a journal for you to pick up.
They were from...
And literally right in front of where we just picked up the last one is going to be a jack component sitting right by that lantern.
We should try to find them. Tell them about it.
Act 2, Chapter 3. Right after you get done fighting the stump outside and run into that field, you're going to be in this big, huge-ass building, and all you're going to do is go down the right tunnel, which is the dead end, and pick up the letter on the desk.
Definitely hiding something.
Well, this building is in rough shape. There might be a way around it.
Right after you get done fighting that warden, you're going to come up those little set of steps right there, and there's going to be this building on your right, and all you're going to do is go over to it and kick this big-ass door down and go into this little area that's been potted. It looks like it's a nest is going to start getting set
Let's
up
see where
soon.
this leads.
And downstairs is going to be a safe. Have Jack crack it open,
Leads absolutely nowhere.
and your next little item is waiting for you inside. Your next component is after you fall through the floor up there into these weird prison-y cell things, you're going to
He
go out of the
imprisoned
room
and
on the opposite
experimented on
cell,
children?
go right down the hallway, and in this little room full of gas, pop your stim, go back in, and grab your next component piece.
He preserved himself as an AI construct.
Before you leave this little area, though, there's a door that you can have Jack open, and inside are another component piece for you to pick up. In the same room where you just were, you're going to turn around and go around the opposite side of the operating table, and you're going to pick up a directive file on the table for your next collectible. From the room you were just in, you're going to exit out of it to the right and into this bigger room and hug the left side of it. And on the table right there next to the operating benches, you should find another patient analysis file. As you continue through this place, you're going to find this door, which you have to go through. All you do is press it open. She says something about having a favorite. You shoot the glass, you hop this, and you make sure you break that camera.
This is disgusting.
And you pick up
All of it.
another patient file on the table.
Marcus, who was this?
You're going to come from the direction that I'm showing you right now where Dell is walking, and you're going to drop down and go to the first open door on your right. It's a little dark in this room. Well, not really, actually. And you're going to see a corpse on the table, but right next to that corpse is another file for you to pick up and add to your collectibles. As soon as you drop down these little set of stairs to the point of no return, you're going to walk into this, what looks like a server room. And it's going to be a longish kind of hallway, but on your right over here near these racks is a drive for you to pick up to add to your next collectible. Act 2, Chapter 4. And after you clear this whole room and you clear the big-ass gates, you're just going to run to the opposite gate you have, that you opened, and over on the wall is going to be a yellow box with another Jack component on the inside waiting for you. There's actually another component for this room that's up along the ways. As soon as you go in from where the skiff is originally parked, you're going to go up a ladder, and there's a room all the way towards the back, and the component is sitting on the left-hand side by itself. Sorry, the file got corrupted. The next one is Cole's note to his mama near the deceased tank over on this corner of the map. You're going to look for that port of debris over there, and you're going to come up from that general direction. It's also where near the antenna is, and up here on this little ledge by the tank is going to be incendiary grenades, yes, but those aren't important. But to your left is going to be the note that Cole wrote to his mom. Your next one is going to be another Jack component, and it's actually right across the ravine from where you just picked up your last collectible. You can see it's right over there. And you go around that way and circle around, and you go over a little ice bridge, and then you get to where you are now, and you're going to see this big tanker kind of just sitting there by itself. And if you go to the other end of it, the collectible will be sitting there for you in the snow to upgrade Jack with. Your next component piece is going to be on your way to the abandoned mines, to the left opening of it by this little oil tanker and this tire on the ground.
Sounds fun.
Waiting right there in the snow.
Explosives.
And we just came from over in that general direction, literally right down for where the last collectible was. Pick it up and add it to your list.
That does not surprise me. That man could and did.
As you're heading into the entrance to the mine past this wrought iron gate, you're going to see a bunch of stumps and stuff, and then the main path, which is that way. Head up towards the stumps to this little kind of area, and this isn't really a collectible, but it's still something I think that everybody should pick up or at least go see. And it is the torque bow that fires without any explosives relic weapon. For the first time you get to see the mine and the entrance to it, you're going to come down to these little bit of train tracks right here. And you have to go left, but we are going to go right to this abandoned train car right here. And on the inside, if you hook a right and go to the back of it, you'll see another component piece waiting for you. After you fight a bunch of grubs and you go up this little lifty thing right here and you walk through that little abandoned outsider camp, you're going to see this ladder leading up to a little outpost. Give it a climb, go around the back of it, and you're going to find the Pouncer Tooth necklace waiting for you on the ground. After you and Dell lift up the gate to get into the mine itself through the entrance, you're going to see some lockers, and you're going to want to go right instead of going left, and then hook another right, and around the corner is going to be a mining poster for you to add to your collectibles.
How?
Most outsiders don't want to be found.
From where you just got that poster, you're just going to
Get this
turn around
open
and
for
go
me,
into the
Jack.
corner, and there's going to be a safe waiting there for you that Jack can open, and inside is another component piece for you to upgrade Jack with. You're going to push through a set of yellow doors that you came through right there, and you're going to see this weird, like, hook thingy. But over to the left of the building is these yellow lights, and inside of this little area is a note on a desk for you to pick up and add to your collectibles list.
Kate, you ever think about what happens to people in pods?
Do my best not to.
And right from where you just picked up the last collectible, turn around, and on the wall is going to be a yellow box for you to open and get another component piece for Jack. Another easier one that's easy to find because it's in a physical location on the map. It's going to be marked with a question mark. And all you got to do is go to that location, go over towards the
Del,
inside
any
of it.
idea what this building is?
Looks like a substation for the comm tower. Might have supplies.
Pop doors open with Dell. And sitting
Looks like someone's been here.
in
Wonder
the
if it was
back
those
corner by
outsiders.
itself is going to be another component piece. From where you just were, if you go to the left to the open door, you're going to find a corpse on the bed, which is Lena's
Del,
corpse.
it's Lena.
Sad,
She's frozen solid.
Press an F in chat for her.
What happened to her friend? Look around for clues.
From Lena's corpse, what you're going to do is turn around and look in the corner, and on a box you will find another collectible for you to pick up, the security memorandum.
It's a security code.
After you enter the radio tower, what you're going to do is you need to activate that little box down there. But we're not going to do that. You're going to go down the stairs, hook a
Console's
right,
not
turn
working.
around, and on the ground corner, you're going to find
Tower in here.
another component piece for Jack.
Could be a blown fuse or something. Just need to access a circuit panel.
After you do the little thing with the computer with Jack and everything, and you find the other tower that you need to go to, you're going to walk through this door right here, and you look right, and on the corner right there is going to be another component piece for Jack that you need to have him fetch. From where you got the last one, which was going to be right in that corner over there, you're going to leave through the door, the only way you can out, and look left as you're leaving down the steps to see another yellow
Weird amount of
box.
security for a comm tower.
And that is where your next
I don't know.
Jack
You passed
component
me like I
piece
work here.
is located. At the crash site, after you just fight a bunch of DBs and a bunch of the leeches, I'll show you on the map right there. You're going to find this down condor right here, and all you're going to do is head inside, hook right, and there's going to be another one of those boxes on the wall for you to get another Jack component piece. From where we just were right over there, we're going to head up the ways, and we're going to get two collectibles right here. We're going to get another component piece sitting right here on the ground, and we're also going to have Jack crack open this safe for us to give us an upgrade to ourselves.
Jack, can you get this open?
In between those two little question marks right there on the map that I'm showing you right now is going to be these two little pieces of debris. On one side of them is your next component piece that you will need for Jack, sitting right there by itself. Right by the old Derrick assault derrick, there are going to be a set of Crave's locust tags, which are also easy to find because it's another major point on the map. You park the skiff, you look to the left right there by this weird little rock that looks like you can climb it, and this little grind pod, and laying in the locust hands are going to be his tags. Continuing from where we just were, you're going to head to the back of it, and right there on the ground is going to be a Jack component piece for you to pick up. After you get done fighting a bunch of grubs and stuff in here, you're going to come through that little hole right there. All you're going to do is head straight from that hole back and to the left-ish along this snowy little area and these rocks and everything. And up here on the Assault Derrick's deck, in this yellow cabinet, is going to be another upgrade piece for Jack. The legendary or relic boom shot is located right here on your map. You have to go that way, but you're going to hook right up here to go towards this little substation.
Want to check it out?
And in between these two containers, behind it, is going to be
Look, by the door.
the relic boom
There's a
shot.
note.
Look for that little cog logo right there. It makes it easier to find it.
I'll take that.
From where we just picked up the boom shot, we're going to hook around the building, past the door, and to the left of it, along the broken fence. And sitting here should be a yellow box with another Jack component piece inside of it. And from that little box where we just picked up, you're just going to turn around the corner and go towards the main door next to the keypad. And there's going to be Lena's scribbling on the wall about how her friend was potted in the room before her.
It's from Lena, the outsider we found. Her friend got potted, so she locked him in here.
Which
After you do that and you did all the things that I showed you in this order, you are going to have the code to open it and go inside, and there is going to be a little juvie inside of there that you are going to have to kill. Let me take care of him real quick.
If we can find anything.
But if you go inside, you just look around and then you go to the corner over here, and you'll see another Jack component piece for you to use to upgrade him. After you kill him in this little room back here, all you're going to do is search the room for it, and you're going to find this little upgrade piece right here as I get body blocked by Dell. Pick it up, and you'll have a nice little upgrade for yourself. The Seeker upgrade, which pretty much makes him home in.
Found something. It's like a modded.
After Kate has another little headache where she has to pull Dell up, you're going to come to this another piece of this little crash condor, which you're going to need to get ready to fight a bunch of DBs too. But have Jack open this safe up right here for you,
Open this, Jack.
and you'll have your next collectible waiting for you inside. On the way towards the next substation, after you just got done fighting that warden and all of these rejects, you're going to climb this little set of stairs, and over to the corner is going to be a safe
Jack, can you get
in the
this open?
opposite direction from where the main objective is. He'll pop it open for you, and you'll have your next collectible waiting for you inside. After you enter into the second tower, you're going to come to this bigger area with the console that you need to use, but don't quite use that yet. Hook a left here and go into this little room, and waiting in a yellow box for you is another Jack component piece. Near the other Assault Derrick, I'll show you on the map right here. It's very easy to find again because it's marked on your map for you almost already. You're going to get out of your skiff, and you're going to head over towards this big piece right here. And near this dead soldier, or whoever it is, Locust, you're going to find orders from Scourge. Climb the derrick after you get through all that right there, and go over to this little yellow box and try and open it, but you're going to get attacked by grubs and have to deal with them first.
Yeah, like clockwork. Hold him up.
But after you deal with them and everything's taken care of, you open up the box, and you're going to have your next upgrade piece for Jack.
Hey, get excited. It's more cool.
After you climb down the ladder from where you just picked up that last upgrade piece, you're just going to hook right and go towards these big ice crystals near the giant wheel. Shoot at them for a minute or two until they collapse. Go right on in where a bunch of weapons and
Found some
ammo are,
weapons
and
over
over to
here.
the right will be your Jack component piece for you to upgrade him with. Your next piece I'm showing you here on the map, again, really easy to find because it's already pre-marked for you. It's another crashed cog piece of equipment. And all you're going to do is look for the crash site, look for this huge piece of wing or whatever it is, and to the right behind it by this body is another Jack component piece. After you continue your way through the rest of that and everything, you'll come to this end little bit right here. After you got done fighting them, let me show you on the map. And before you fight all of these shepherds and everything, there's going to be sitting next to these little pods another component piece for Jack. After you just got done fighting a bunch of those DBs and this pretty much gunship, basically, it's going to crash and it's going to unveil this safe for you to go use. All you got to go do is go over to it, have Jack open it up for you, and you'll have your next Jack upgrade piece waiting for you in there to upgrade your stim, which makes you pretty much be a better melee fighter. Only when you're stimmed, though.
This looks...
As you're leaving that site, you cannot miss this one. You have to come up that way from where the crash stuff is. You're going to come to this little piece where you need to drop down. Look for that little piece of ramp, and if you look left before you jump down, you'll find another piece to upgrade Jack's component with. Act 2, Chapter 5. We're looking for the nether cut helmet. You're going to come in from that little crease right there, but if you just go right and turn around, you will find this little other entranceway. Go back and follow it over to the right to where you come to this clearing area where there's a bunch of bodies. And I think Dell makes some sort of remark about it. Nope, it's Kate. And there's a mining helmet sitting on the ground for you for your next collectible. Before you enter in through that way where you disabled the turrets, the main New Hope in area way, you will go over to this side where you have to destroy one of the previous generators, and right on the wall will be another yellow box for you to open and get another part for Jack. Once you're inside, Niles needs you to disable these little cryojets for you. You have to go up this way anyways. So on your way, you kick open this big door, and you need to go back and to the left, but if you continue straight, you will find another Jack component piece for you to upgrade him with. Once you drain the room and he turns off the cryojets, that's where you come from. You have to go down over and to the right and up these set of stairs past these frozen cog.
Really looking forward to you explaining this.
Up this little ramp.
Nothing but the remains of an old
And you kick open the door,
accident.
and there are two collectibles in here
No,
waiting
these
for you
tanks.
along the back
Same
wall.
as the ones at New Hope.
Yeah, I noticed.
Ah, yes. My
Your
work
first
there
one
began
being
as
a
an
Jack
effort to
component
cure
piece
children
inside this
ill
yellow
with
box.
rust lung,
Just waiting there
but
for
it
you.
grew into something far more significant. The cog.
From where you are, all you gotta do is turn around and turn right along that back wall, and right there is going to be a patient analysis file for you to look at. After you come through that little hallway and you finally meet the little sirens and he explains some things to you, you're going to follow our little Niles robot trash can here up the steps. And if you go right when you get up this little ramp right here, you're going to find your next component piece for Jack. After you have a little cutscene about Kate and what this little locust in this tank means to her, on the ground right to the right is going to be a patient file about young Queen Mira that you can pick up.
Niles, tell me something. My grandfather.
After you get to this little area where you need to disable a generator, you come from that direction and you're looking over this sea of cryo. You're going to disable some things in this room right here, but on your way out, make sure you pick up this collectible that you can use to upgrade Jack with. From right in the same room where you just picked up the last collectible right there, you're going to head down and go left, and on the ground by this body is a lexicon board that they use to communicate with the locust.
You remain close to me.
Lexigram, sorry.
Guide, after all.
After Niles turns on you and you need to run through all this stuff, you need to grab a pipe off of one of these frozen locusts right here, smash this homie, kick this door down, break this big-ass piece of ice, have Jack stim you real quick, and go over here to the left side of the room and pick up another patient file for your collectibles. Right after you use Niles' dead body to turn off the thermal shutdown, turn to your right and look on the shelf right there, and there will be another upgrade for Jack. From where you just picked up that Jack upgrade component piece, you're going to turn around and go through the open door, and to your left is going to be a little sketchbook collectible for you to pick up. Right after you fight a bunch of locusts in this room and the matriarch comes after you, You're going to head down this room, and instead of going right, you're going to go straight, and you're going to shoot these homies that are frozen on the other side, and have Jack pick up the last component of this act for you in the corner. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope this guide helped you in some way or another getting your pieces. And if you'd like to see more stuff like this, come over and check out the channel. I don't ask you to subscribe, but at least leave us a comment or leave us a thumbs up. We really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Have a nice day.